Hello, beasties. Welcome to the lair. How's everybody doing? Hope all is well, my loves. So, by the way, Patty Croc, I think I have a new name for our evening activities. What do you think? Guns and games
Sounds good to me.
for our Friday nights. Guns and games. I figure we cover everything there. So, I am still attempting to locate him. Fuck is he?
Who are we locating?
Sod.
Yeah, that message concerned me.
Yeah, I have some emails. I have all three of his email addresses. I looked, and he hasn't answered any of them, but I know where he lives, so I'm like, I've been scouring. We all know I'm a good internet stalker, so I'll find him regardless, but I'm just concerned. I am very concerned. So,
Say that was I didn't know what I did not know what to make of that.
I don't either, and that's what is concerning me.
Anyway,
Uh, so, good evening, Anubis.
hey Sandy.
Oh, I need to. Hi, Sandy. That's what I need to do. I need to pop Sandy out. That sounded worse than it was supposed to.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I just Sandy. I meant the chat window that has you, not you specifically. That didn't sound right.
She needs to pop out the chat window.
Where I can do back end stuff while I stream, if need be.
Yes.
So, grab my control stream. You feel used. Don't feel used. I love you.
I feel used. Oh, wait, it's because I mowed the grass. Never mind.
No, that's because Blapple said so. That is because the Blapple said so. What is going on there? Holy egg McFuckmuffin.
I'm sending your daughters outside, your four-legged critters outside to go potty.
Oh, okay.
And they require food.
Yes, they do.
So I'm
And
getting them food.
my little person said, and kisses and loves in a place in her bed. I'm like, you can stop campaigning for Apple. Aunt Patty already said you could babysit an apple. So, hey. There's actually an app there's a puppy rescue that looks just like Apple up here that we found. Sandy, I will give the mini me love. Um but they will not let the mini me adopt her.
Oh.
Apparently this puppers will snap at little kids and was surrendered because she kind of like nipped the, I call it the sister, but it was the owner's child, like on the leg or something. Not enough that the kid like was hurt. It barely broke skin. But I'm sorry for a spaniel like that to do that.
It's got to be pretty
They've
bad.
either been abused or the child is doing something. That's not that dog's nature. Like that breed, that's not their nature. I mean, if I'm wrong, you can tell me I'm wrong, Patty. But generally, Cavalier Spaniels and Spaniels are not aggressive. They're loud, they're demanding, but they're not
They
generally aggressive.
they enjoy like annoying their small people, the local small people.
Right, and they want to
Helping
be
them out. Fun.
held and hugged and kissed and, all of that. But they're not an aggressive breed. And I suspect this child probably messed with the dog repeatedly while eating.
Oof. No.
But we'll have to wait until Patty gets back because I want Patty's opinion
Okay.
with that. But well, when she's back, remind me.
She'll be back.
Okay, we found an apple lookalike, and they won't let my mini me adopt it
Right.
because it snapped and got the human child's calf, and like barely broke skin. Like,
What did the human child do to piss off the dog?
well, that was what I was saying. I said that's not really an like spaniels, Cavalier Spaniels, Red Spaniels aren't aggressive generally.
Any of the spaniel breeds were bred as a retrieving dog. They're bred as companions. If they're gonna bite, they're gonna bite because somebody's done pissed it off, messed with its food.
Well, and that's what I was just saying. I said, and the little girl was like 4 or 5, and I said she probably was messing with it.
Yeah.
Hey, Nancy.
Yeah. Some spaniels can be very high strung. The
Right, but I
Cavaliers were
said they were probably messing while I was eating.
Yeah, the Cavaliers were bred as little companion dogs. The only time Apple gets upset, oh yeah, she doesn't get upset. It's one of those things. Dogs have to have a reason to bite.
Yes and no. I do know some that are aggressive and certain breeds.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about Cavaliers, and Cavaliers, as a general rule, they can be very high strung, but you have to really, really push some buttons to get them to bite.
And it wasn't even a bite. From what they described, and they had a picture, because one of our rescues up here requires a picture of the injury.
Yeah.
If you are surrendering it due to a bite or something.
Right.
Because everybody has a different definition, right? So I'm like, to me, that, and the thing is, like, that happened with my older one with the multi-poo that his Aunt Nicole has. But the dog came from a puppy mill, or and it was they have a multi-poo and a Morkie. But it came from a puppy mill and was never socialized.
Mm-hmm.
So like I get that. But it broke his skin and he had a little bruise, but not bad.
So the dog corrected the person for doing something that was pissing it off.
Yeah.
Well,
literally, that's what that is,
Right, and that's what I said. Because like Jay's sister was so worried that I was going to call and have the dog taken or put down. And I'm like, no, they don't know. You know, the he the problem is like the Morkie. It's inbred when they come from puppy mills, and they're inbred and in bad conditions, and they're not socialized. And he just startled the dog.
Yeah.
Not intentionally. The screen door slammed behind him. And, but because it involved a child, they would not allow me to adopt this Cavalier Spaniel because it had bitten a child, and she's a child.
That's
their policy.
Yeah, I ran across that a lot, and it's a liability.
And
if you know the dog has already snapped at a child, to allow it to go into a home with another child, they're covering their tail.
And I get that, but I said I will sign something. You know what I mean?
Sign the waiver.
I said I'll sign a waiver. I said, and I have someone that was an animal control officer who I can give you the phone number of. You can call her and she will tell you that this child would be fine.
Yeah.
And they were like, no. I said, I'll fly her up here and I will pay. I will pay to fly her up here to evaluate the dog and child together. You know what I mean? I will do a 2-week foster or month-long foster.
Yeah.
Nope.
They don't want to do that.
And so then my mini-me had a tantrum that she wants her apple.
I know she wants her apple. I've got my eyes open for that and a hedgehog.
I know, but I was just like, oh my God, she's going to murder the lady at this rescue.
Anyone
The
seen
the look on that little face.
But I want the apple.
This dog could have been Apple's literal twin.
Yeah, the ruby colored Cavaliers, all little girls look the same, and the little boys just look like tough little boys.
But I was like, I will let you talk to it, or to her, or to whatever.
I would have trusted Izzy to control my threat dog.
But that's the thing. My neighbor
and there's a lot of people, and you don't trust people with a threat dog. I would actually teach Izzy the commands to control a 120-pound rot male that will put himself and go after you. He's going to grab you, but he's not going to break skin. I would have put Izzy in charge of that because she could handle it.
But that's my point. I was like, she can handle an Akita.
Yeah.
A male Akita that's not fixed.
Mm-hmm.
She can control. The neighbor has an Australian Shepherd that she controls just fine. Who's intact.
Yeah.
Because he was used for, she is, so she knows, and I didn't realize this, but you can confirm this because the shelter was so confused. She will not hear me out, you're going to laugh. And someone tried to explain it to me and it didn't make sense. I said I had to ask him and I forgot. So my mini, it was a Malinois.
Yeah.
And I said, well, make sure you put your hand out so it can sniff you. And she goes, no, I'm not reaching into his space. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to turn so I'm 45 rees, which is how she says degrees. I don't know why. And I'm going to look at it and then I'm going to look at my feeties and it'll come to me.
She instinctually knows how to be a non-aggressive part of the pack.
Like she will,
Yeah.
like a lot of people will curl their fingers under
Like a
and just
paw.
hold like a paw and hold their hand out so the dog can sniff them,
Hmm.
and not have a finger that it can bite. She was like, "No, I not reach in their area.
Hmm.
I ask owner tell dog okay. And when the owner says to the puppy is okay, you can you can go meet her. I look down.
Yep.
But I ask owner first. Because
Hmm.
I had asked the owner, I said, is it okay if she pets the dog? And the owner's like, yeah, he's skittish. He may shy away, but he doesn't bite. And she was like, no, owner has to tell dog is okay, not you.
she's got the natural instinct of how animals communicate. And a Malinois that's skittish would be very, very offended if she put her hand in his space. She's
And
not wrong.
right, and especially and like I get it, and she's not wrong that she wanted the owner to tell the dog it was okay and have the dog approach her.
Yeah, because she's it's following the pack hierarchy.
But I was
If
just
if
like,
the owner says it's okay for the dog to go say hi to that person, if the owner encourages it, yeah,
but she's never been taught that. Like I've never, you know what I mean?
Well, I
Taught
mean, I was never taught how to catch a dog that was running away from me. It's something you either understand their body language and you're taught their body language, or instinctually you do it. I have pictures of me at 6 years old with a pile of feral kittens in my arms, and the people going, how did you catch them? Nobody catches these kittens. Some
but
people just have that innate ability
oh yeah, she can
for
walk up
animals
to
to
like
trust them. Hey,
uh
Hey there,
CCW.
60W,
How you
welcome
doing, Papa?
aboard.
okay. We will hey Jay, hey y'all. Um
Ooh,
You have good family night. Loves and hugs. Tell Papa to call me in the morning and let me know how he's feeling, okay?
Is that
Love
our JL?
that's just Jay.
Just Jay.
Yeah, just Yale.
Yale. Yale.
Yeah. Give her
She's
Jay kisses from Mama and give Papa a kiss from me. And then we will call me tomorrow. Have him call me tomorrow, okay, honey? Um,
don't let the gnome beat you too bad. Oh, jeez.
but like, she's never been taught how to interact. Like, I mean, she knows how to interact with animals, but like, nobody specifically told her that's what you do.
Some
Uh,
people have it's like you with math. There's a
yeah.
way you do it and there's a way you don't do it. And to her it made sense and it works. Don't question the gifts.
I'm not. I just think it's funny that you have a Malinois or like these super aggressive dogs, like an intact male Akita. You
Yeah.
want an aggressive dog? There
I
you go.
I laugh. People call me all the time and they're like, and I get called out on an aggressive dog, and I'd get there and I'd laugh because I knew the tricks. I knew how to make my body the way it needed to be, and I spent 6 years and never got bit by a dog once. And I handled some dogs that were nasty. They were trying to eat people.
Well,
So I mean, it's knowing how to read the dog and understanding it. And if you can do trig in your head,
mhm.
it's a gift that she got, that she can, she knows how to charm a dog.
Yeah, and I mean, like after Katrina, Jay's the same way.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
one of those
Jerry.
things.
Th-
We're all given a thing,
thank thank you, Jerry. Big hugs. Big
Hi,
hugs.
Jerry.
Thank you. Um, but like, you know, after Katrina, they had dogs that were in horrible condition in these
I'm shipping her to Pennsylvania.
Okay. We'll come get her.
Don't wag your tail at me and look like you're cute.
She is.
Oh, she's adorable. Apple Rose.
But yeah, like, he would go into these like giant metal cages that were full of, Rottweilers, pit bulls, all these dogs that were starving, had been abandoned, had just lived through Katrina, were super aggressive. And like they all, there was animal control officers scared to deal with some of these dogs without a pole just because of how aggressive they were. And some of that's just being scared kind of thing. And he was, they were just happy. Like they had no issues with him. But yeah, she hasn't met a dog that doesn't love her. And Patty heard her the other day. Croc, she was doing the husky howl to another husky and it came running.
Nice.
I'm like, please stop stealing people's dogs.
That's all right.
No, it's not all right. We go into Petco or a store that allows dogs, and she'll call the huskies.
I want to see what she does. I want to see what she does with Nico. That should be hilarious.
We had a Shetland sheepdog, and my mom used to hate it because we'd make him howl.
Well, no, but the thing is, Patty, and like I said, you've heard her do it. She'll walk into Petco and howl at a puppy, like a husky or even a full-grown husky, and they come running and sit down right next to her, and the owners are like, Creed, what about Loki?
He wants you to guess in three tries what his Shih Tzu is called.
Dust mop.
That was my second thought.
Izzy?
Probably not.
Hey, Izzy, what would you call a Shih Tzu?
She's in bed.
Oh, good.
We could call it. What would we call a Shih Tzu? I'd just call it puppy, 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 puppy.
No, he's called Loki. Nice. It's called Loki. I love it.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, she'll howl at a husky and they come running and they sit next to her and sit there. And the owners like call it to get it back. And they don't go. This one owner had to pick up a fully grown husky and carry it out of Petco. And it whined the entire way.
Maybe she was a husky in her former life.
Well, I always say she's part husky. But, like, I just die of laughter because she howls at them. And then they come to her and the owners are like, come on. And the dogs are looking at her like, do I go? Do I stay? What does this crazy person's on two legs want from me?
You ran this?
Like, huh? I'm like, is he giving their dog back? Fine.
Okay, then.
Please stop stealing every husky you find.
Maybe you need to get her a Pomsky.
She doesn't want one. She wants a husky.
Or a
She'll
great big scary dog.
Well, that's the thing. Well, I shouldn't say that. She'll settle for a husky or a what's it called? The white one that she wants.
Samian?
No.
Great Pyrenees?
Yeah, Great Pierre, an all-white Great Pierre, a husky, the Samian. Her first choice is her Ovcharka.
But if you get her an apple, she'll be great. She'll be fine.
Oh yeah, but I mean, she also threatened to steal Patty's apple and put it in her backpack and walk out with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, Apple would go with you. Apple would be like, bye, Mom, I'm going
Completely.
to summer camp. Bye, Mom, I'm going to summer camp. Like, where are you going? I'm going with the little person that has food.
All
But-
she has to do is have the snacks, and Apple will be right there with her.
Of course.
But, I was like dying. I'm like, please stop stealing people's huskies. Please stop. Last 2 weeks ago, I had to stop into PetSmart to pick up dog food for a friend who just had surgery and he couldn't go to the store. And it's a service dog. And for some reason they buy this stuff through Chewy, and the order was delayed by a day or so. So I was like, well, I'm going to the store anyways. I'll grab some food.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Kind of like it's Thursday tomorrow, so I need to take a couple hours and run to the farm because Breaker threw a shoe again, and his mommy can't be there to get his shoe back on. Yeah, forget it.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
So I was like, it's fine. Whatever. But Patty, by the time I left the store, she had 5 huskies following her.
Well, that's good.
I'm like, did you walk around and collect every husky you found in the store? Did you literally just walk through the store and take everyone's animal?
Yeah.
Well, why are you? It looks like a mama duck with all the ducklings. They're bigger than her, but they look like little ducklings following her.
That would be cute movie.
And all the owners were like,
Hello?
can she give it back? Like, she's part husky, apparently. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what one belongs to who. She walked away from me for 2 minutes and came back with every single one in the store. So please call your respective dogs. Multiple ones got yelled at and multiple ones didn't go.
Oof.
They all
Ow.
just sat there with her like, what do you
They were
want me to
getting pets,
do?
weren't they?
No,
No.
She just calls them and they all come running. The one day she was doing in the background and Patty commented when I had called. And Patty asked when I got a husky because her husky whine and call are that good.
She was dead on.
Yeah, Patty was like,
She
did
had the
you
right
get a
tone,
husky?
she had the right length. Everything was perfect.
She's like, did you get a husky? Nope, that's your niece.
Bless her heart.
That's your niece sitting on the couch. There's one on TV. And she can even modulate the whine.
It was literally the point. It's like, do you have a lead sled dog in your house, or what's the deal? Because that's what it sounded like.
It's like she'll modulate this whine, and every husky nearby comes running. I'm like, Isabella, stop stealing the dogs.
Here's one for you. Sandy here says,
Yeah,
future cult leader or hostage negotiator?
Yeah, I mean, I do the hostage negotiations. she would probably be fairly bad at it because she would see a dog and walk away. But yeah, she has decided that, dog. But yes,
Better dog than drugs. So I'm just
we
saying.
literally we literally have to tell her to please stop stealing people's dogs.
But I'm not stealing, Mommy. They just come with me.
That's her answer. It's not my fault they love me more.
They like me better than they like their owners.
And the one guy was like dying of laughter. He goes, and this husky was like 2. Like 2, I think. So it wasn't quite puppy, but it wasn't out. You know what I mean? It was like in that
Yeah.
toddlery whatever.
Mm-hmm. That young adult, obnoxious age. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's like, the dog hates, absolutely hates my kids. Like, we are working on training the dog and kids to be together. You know, I think they got it from a breeder as a Christmas present,
Yeah.
which I'm not a fan of pets as presents for other people. But if you're getting it for your own kid and you're going to be the one taking care of it, it doesn't bother me. But like the people that buy a dog for their grandkids or for another, and they're not going to be the primary caregiver and, they haven't made the financial decisions and all of that. I don't think they should be given as presents in those situations. So he's like, we're on our 3rd training class. It hates our kids. Like, we have to socialize them with each other. I'm like, do they like pull its fur? And they're like, no, they're older than her. They're like 12, like 10 and 12. It's not their first dog. Okay. Yeah, the dog won't go to anybody, but it'll go to my child.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know.
Wow.
His wife comes up the aisle and his wife goes, you want it?
It hates my children. Likes yours. You can have it.
And I mean, out of all animals, huskies are so destructive if they don't like you.
Oh, yes. Very
They are, they're mischievous and destructive anyways.
Yeah, but
But
they'll eat your baseboards and then start on your drywall just because they can.
they'll eat entire couches if you don't pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
And then look at you like, I don't know what happened. The couch just exploded.
Yeah, I've seen a few huskies do that.
Yeah.
The one husky though, God, she was a twerp. They brought in a couch, an old fabric couch out of I don't even know where they got it. It was horrid.
Hopefully it wasn't the one that Letecia peed on.
Yeah, hopefully not. I don't think.
What did you just spit out on your computer?
The keyboard needed a bath anyway. Anyway,
I heard that.
Yeah, it's probably going to need replacing here soon, really soon.
I heard you spit that one out.
Oh, bless his heart.
But yeah,
he's trying to ruin that keyboard, so we'll get him a new one.
Somebody threatened me with one last year, towards the end of last year. Still haven't seen it.
It's sitting in the box in the corner, and I'm looking at it. Every time, like, I'm like, oh, I need to go to the post. Like, I forget. Squirrel. But, yeah. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, can you please? Yeah, but
To wrap mine up here real quick,
yeah,
they put a camera. They bought this old broken down couch thing, and then left it there, and the dog by itself. What the dog didn't come up with was that they had stuck a camera on the opposite wall. They could watch this all go down.
yeah. I was just like, sweetie, I need you to stop stealing dogs. It's not my fault. They love me more. You are part dog.
Oh,
And she's destructive. And she will do the husky whine if you leave her alone too long.
Oh, we need Thomas.
yes, we need Thomas. We don't know where the Thomas is though, and that's unfortunate.
No.
We need the Thomas because we need glue for Krako's keyboard.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just wet.
Throw up a game.
Actually, I owe Sandy a story first.
Okay. Go with the Sandy story first.
But you can throw up a game while you're talking.
I can, yeah, I can do that. I can do both at the same time. It's fun. And unfortunately, the layer has not helped much on picking which game. So I'll flip a coin on that here in a minute.
Flip a coin or flip a 13-year-old. Heads or tails?
Yeah, he weighs a little too much for that today. So I was a senior in high school, having been over by the school immediately previous. But this one that I had to do an English class for my last term, and I could have grammar or lit. I took lit, took a college prep lit course, and this one was all about English poetry from the beginning all the way almost to the modern day. And I'm sitting here going, okay, great. Teacher wants to talk about and teacher starts off with some of the epic poetry that went on way back in the day. We're talking Beowulf and other similar creatures, big long narrative poems. In fact, she had given us a book, a big thick book, probably about 600 pages, that consisted 2 such poems. Just 2, and I forget which ones. Probably not important. But we're supposed to be doing some sort of a project for the end of the term, surrounding some of this poetry. And some wit in the class said, "Well, why don't we do American epic poetry?" She says, "There is no American epic poetry." So me, being the smart ass that I am,
Never.
know and despise, I looked up.
Never.
What if we can find? What if we can bring you one? And she says, "Then you get an A for the entire year." Cue malicious compliance. So I spent a couple of weeks in the library trying to find out what we would have, what would actually, I knew what would qualify because she described it very well. It's a long narrative poem that tells a discrete story, etc. It's got to be more than X length. It's like 5,000 or 6,000 lines. And I didn't find anything because I'd never done research on these things. I went and I looked and I looked and I looked and no, that's not going to work. So I'm after that A. I want that A. And I happen to know an American that does poetry or did at that
Who's
time.
chewing ice?
Probably a Patty. It's not me.
Okay.
I'm not chewing anything. I'm talking.
I stopped chewing.
Okay.
I just couldn't hear.
This American, he's me. So I sat down, and over the next the next several weeks, up until the end of November, I wrote like a little demon. And when I was done, I had some 10,000 lines in a sci-fi story, all in couplets.
Mm-hmm.
And right before and the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, you get your little
Hold on.
Thanksgiving holiday.
I'm listening, but I'm gonna mute myself for a minute.
Okay, that's fine. I have this thing perfect mount, and I hand it to her. I said, "Here, I found an American epic." She opens it up. She starts reading. She spends a good chunk of that hour reading. And walks over to my desk, bumps the thing down, said, "Where did you find this? Who wrote it?" I just kind of looked up at her and said, "I did." And she went from her normal pale to pink to red and then purple. Because, of course, nobody likes a smartass. But she had seen this piece of poetry. She could not make that as a fact claim any longer. Oh.
Probably a good thing she retired shortly thereafter.
Oh, yeah. At the end of that year, the sad part of it is she didn't follow through. I found an I presented her with an American epic, which is what I said I was going to do. And she flunked me the first semester for being a smartass. And then because she realized that that someone was going to be back the following year if he didn't get some sort of a passing grade out of her class for the second term, gave me a D-, because it guaranteed that I would be completely the fuck out of her hair. And then she decided she had quite enough of all of that and retired.
You know how you walk through grass and you get little stick tights on you?
Yeah.
You were the stick tight on her skirt.
Yep. Oh. But I had that conversation. I had to have that conversation with the principal, the counselor, my parents. Holy shit! My dad wasn't sure whether he was going to be the uber proud dad, or
Murder you?
Kill me for being a smartass. And he asked me what the hell I had to say. I had to say for myself when he got that phone call, and it's like, she made a fact claim. So what? Cue malicious compliance. And he just, I got a double
his head, rolled his eyes, and walked away.
He shook his head and walked the fuck away. I went to a lot of work on that malicious compliance, damn it. It's okay though. I got over it.
So, is there a place where we could read this epic piece of poetry regarding sci-fi?
The sad part of it is that when I went to the military, I left it behind. I got my hands on it again after I came home for a little while. And my now ex-wife burned it because she was pissed off at me.
Never ever leave anything in the custody of your wife if you're going to be gone longer than a week.
Oh no, I had walked down the street. She was pissed off at me because I wouldn't give her a thing. So she burned it.
Teach you not to give your ex-wife the thing.
No, I did not give my ex-wife the thing. Why? Because it was priced higher.
I don't think this is late
had.
enough for. Okay, I'm gonna run away for that to hear about giving wives things.
anyway, yeah. No. Anyway, what were you gonna say, Loki? I'm sorry. I ran over you.
No, it's okay. I was joking. I said
Oh,
it's not late enough for you people to be giving wives things online.
Well, if he would have given her the thing, she wouldn't have burnt his manuscript.
yeah. Well, it was worth twice as much as our bank account. I would have
Okay.
had to.
That's when you give her a replacement thing and just go, shut up. Hello.
Well, no, she wanted that specific thing, and I would have had to have written a check for almost $2,000.
I don't think
That's
he's
a
getting what you're talking about.
No, he is. Yeah, it's yet another one of those. He has those
Mhm.
periodically. He doesn't get some of my jokes. Everybody else does.
Okay, so I will say, you want one of like my favorite stories that involves malicious compliance while we wait for Mayor because he's almost home.
Yay!
So my dad, my dad's degree was in electrical engineering, because he was one of the first nuclear engineers, and it wasn't a thing when he was in college, right? So he's an electrical engineer by trade. And one of his classes, they had to like build something or do some big experiment, and like that's what their grade was based off of. And it was one of his senior engineering classes. So, you can't fuck those up kind of thing. And so my father, getting the brilliant idea that he did, decided he wanted to build a hydroelectric dam.
Oh dear.
Before anybody says why, I don't know. And as you know, my father unex- unexpectedly passed away, so I can't ask him. And he did. I'm definitely his child, so I guess it makes sense. But the school shows up at his house, at my grandfather's house, needing my dad because one of the maintenance men saw my dad leaving late at night and saw the project and was horrified.
I
At My dad went to University of Pittsburgh, right? They walked by and my dad had taken like 10 mil plastic, like that really heavy plastic, and plastic-ish PVC pipe, and made a swimming pool on the second floor of the Hall of Engineering that took up
Uh-oh.
the entire room and essentially was a giant pool full of like 5.5 feet deep water. He used a fire hydrant to fill it.
Okay.
And they got my dad, like everyone gets there, and the dean was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Building a hydroelectric dam on the second floor? That was the classroom they told me to use. But you didn't tell them you were gonna fill it with water." He's like, "Oh, it's fine. I'm an engineer. This floor can hold X amount of weight, and the math says this is 35 pounds under that amount of weight."
Ooh.
And I guess the dean and like the head of the engineering department look at my dad and they're like, "You do realize it's a state school. We do things to the lowest bidder. You are assuming it was constructed perfectly." Apparently, my dad just like shrugged
Hmm?
and then had to spend all night running a pump to empty said room out a window
Ah.
with, with hoses. They were not happy. He got an A. Kind of like me and Thermite. Let me find a loophole. But yes, so when my brother was applying, obviously my brother CMU, while not Ivy League, is essentially Ivy League if you're talking about engineers. It's the nerd land of the nerd lands. But he did go visit Pitt, and they were like, no, your dad is the person responsible for the rule of you do not build a pool on the second floor of a building. Okay, I guess you have a point. That's okay. I was looking at going back to work, and I had gotten a job interview last week, and I had done this one interview. You'll both love this. And they're talking, and Patty's gonna die here. And they said to me, you can put the code up, Croc. Um, and they said to me, hey, like, FYI, the position's open. IXFI. Come on, players. It includes both of you two. And okay, like whatever, no big deal. So my idiot sibling gets involved and's like looking at the school and whatever. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, what happened to the last person? They were uncomfortable at the job because we deal with a nuclear reactor in Connecticut.
Yeah, I figured well enough. You might as well shut that thing down.
And I was like, yeah, but that's a dual loop sealed. That's a sealed dual loop water cooled reactor. There's no reason to worry. Well, they're worried that the cooling ponds, and if they had this, it could be another Fujikura or whatever the one in Japan was. I'm like, no, it can't. That wasn't Fukushima. That's it. That's an open pool cooling open reactor. This is a dual loop sealed system. It's a closed loop reactor. They looked at me and I said, look at my maiden name and look at the textbook. Look at the patent for it. Oh, who's that? My father. They were like, oh, okay, yeah, then I guess we can't. Sandy, so 3 Mile Island, there actually isn't much issue with 3 Mile Island. Had the people working at 3 Mile Island get in here, Patty. Had Muffin get in here. Had the people at 3 Mile Island shut their fucking mouth and not disabled the security and the safety systems and everything, it would not have been a problem. My dad designed those safety systems, and I can confirm they overrode it, and that's the only reason it melted down. And at last check, I believe my father was one of the only people that could have stopped the cascade that started. Because he designed the safety system. So even once that ball was rolling downhill, he can subvert it. But, what?
If he's careful.
Oh no, they ran the simulator repeatedly. He could easily do it. He designed it. Don't disable his fucking safety system because you think you know better and walk away. That was the issue with 3 Mile Island. You thought you knew better and you disabled the safety and the backups because you thought you had it under control. You suck. Yeah, I'm not allowed to work on that. I'm actually federally banned from working on any nuclear facility or joining the military.
At least not the Navy.
Nope. Any.
Any. Any at all? That's not fun. Okay.
The problem is can't do Navy, can't do Marine Corps because ships, but I can't do either any of the other branches because there's a chance like you could end up attached to with being transferred on a ship with a reactor. I am a risk and a threat to national security because my
It
dad.
makes, that makes me sad.
Well, like I
Probably me.
said, everybody jokes that like I sit upside down on chairs, like hang my head upside down and put my knees over the back like Izzy does sometimes. And everybody jokes that there's probably a sparkly button under the desk somewhere that'll battle short a reactor. That my father, knowing me, would have like put someplace only I would find. Probably. So we have a Patty, we have a me, we have a Squirrel, we have a Sandy, we have a Danny.
We're waiting for a
Mayor, yeah, Muffin, get in the game.
Come on, Muffin Rando. We need more. We need more people.
Yes, because engineers will engineer. That's how we ended up with a trebuchet. Uh, that's how we've ended.
That's how we ended up with a lot of things in my family too. Dad had a degree in physics and gave his brain to a lot portions of his brain to all four of us in different ways.
Danny, we're just waiting on the gnome. Two minutes, okay. Hi, Apple, my baby.
She's standing on the back of the couch looking at me.
I know I hear her.
time
She
to
wants
time to
Jello.
dog whisper. Hang on.
I fell asleep after stream today. I listened to anime with the boys for like an hour and laid quietly and listened.
And then crashed out.
And then I rolled over and took a nap for a bit and I was hungry. So I'm making dinner, which is why you heard me chewing. I apologize.
It's okay. What are you making for dinner?
I made pizza wraps with 0 carb tortillas and pepperoni and Havarti cheese. And I had some broccoli and now I'm eating Jello. Sugar-free Jello.
Ooh.
Oh, I got at you'll like this one. I got offered a job in Qatar
Oh.
Okay.
and one in Dubai. And I was like, FYI, I would not do well in a country like Dubai.
No.
I don't know how or when to shut up and listen to men. They'd be like, you can't drive, and I would be like, go fuck yourself, watch me.
Yeah, you would not do well in those countries.
And I have an
No, if
Israeli.
I was you, I'd stay out of the Middle East. Like completely.
Why? I have an Israeli passport.
Okay, scratch that. You could go to Israel. You might want to stay out of the Muslim portions.
Yeah, I have an Israeli passport, a Czech passport, and a U.S. passport. So,
Yeah, I could see them looking at you and you driving a car and saying, "Oh, Allah's messed up. They let that one drive. It's going to cause problems."
I don't know, but I literally got on the phone with this recruiter. I was like, my man, I give you props because I keep turning him down. And he keeps like reappearing. He's like, well, we'll sponsor you. And then you can have UAE citizenship. And anybody who knows anything about the UAE knows that's how you make money. Because you
Oh,
profit
yeah.
share. if you're part of the country. And, they pay really well. They'll pay all your stuff. They'll pay for monthly first class flights on Emiratis Air, come home to visit, for temporary relocation of the kid. And I'm like, yeah, I'd be dead in like 12 hours. I wouldn't get out of the airport before somebody called the religious police, okay? Look, I know my dad always taught me to know your limits.
So if the mayor's now stuck at a stoplight, he's pissed because he knows we're waiting on him.
It's okay. But yeah, I was
We'll
like,
wait for you, Mayor. You're one of the few men that I will wait for to play this game.
but I was like, yeah, I mean, like, I know my limits. My dad taught me that. And shutting up and obeying a man because they said so is not one of them that I'd be able to do. But I'll give you points for, like, you can have an A for effort for repeatedly trying. Like, look, I don't care that you're offering me high six figures for these jobs. Like, while that's well and good, I don't know what to tell you. It won't end well. I really suck at this stuff.
You'd have to take Jay with you too.
Again, I know my limits. That's not one.
She doesn't do well with the stupid.
The first person that told me I had to put on a, more conservative hijab or abaya or anything, I'd be like, there's a door. Don't let it hit you in the ass on the way out. On top
Come
of
on,
it,
Buffy, join up. Let's see how you quit.
well, we're just waiting for McNulm.
He'll be here in a minute.
I know, I'm just saying,
Or
but I
ten.
was just like, yeah, no.
So we're not going to do that.
You'll see me on the news in religious jail. And all the beasties will be like, yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
We're all going,
then we'd
who's
be
got
trying
the
to find
best
a way
in
to
with the
bail you
current
out of the
president?
jail.
Because most of us don't.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't going to end well.
We're going to need some help because, Odie's not going to be happy.
Odie said he would come as my chaperone. I was like, right, because they're gonna like you anymore, Odie.
Yeah, I don't think they're
Sandy,
going to like
no,
Odie any better.
in the UAE, the majority of them do not wear a burqa; they wear an abaya, an abaya, or just the hijab. You do not need to be wearing a burqa or a niqab.
You can wear makeup. You can show your face. You can't show your hair.
Yeah. Strangely, I can. Everyone's like, how do you know the intricacies of dressing like a conservative Muslim? Not that far
Me?
off of. No, to me, I'm like, it's not that far off of Orthodox Judaism. And I have, most of my family are, ultra Jews.
Every family has, their thing.
Yeah, but
I actually learned it because I was dating a guy who was working in Dubai and was gone for 2 to 3 months at a time and then to be home for a month. And he made fabulous money.
You do.
Yeah.
You do, but again, I know. I
Yeah,
know my
he'd come
limit.
back with some of the best stories about the stuff that the locals of Muslim descent and He'd talk about how lazy they are and this and that. No,
Well, here's the thing.
okay.
When I was
Then you-
slightly about 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
McNome is here.
Yeah, we have a McNome. Okay.
Yay.
I actually was in the stages of the hiring process for the Mossad. I speak Hebrew and multiple Arabic dialects, and French and English. I can do, both Urdu and Pashto, and standard Arabic. And I don't have an Israeli accent.
2 prompts will show up on your device.
So they want Americans
You'll go head to head
that
against
speak
someone
all the
else.
languages and know all the stuff.
Decide which one they like better. You get points based on the percentage of people
But,
who choose your answer. Off we go.
Yeah. Then I found out there was an Izzy on the way.
Oh.
I like this game so much better after 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Ah. Damn it. I realized I
Wrong.
had
Did you get the same questions as me again?
probably, but I forgot to click before I typed the answer at first.
Time's winding down. Use a safety.
And then I was like, oh wait, it's not actually working.
You excited? I'm excited.
Nah, you're good, Mayor McNome.
Let's get the party started with the one thing you should never put in a communal fridge. Okay, shower someone with points.
That would be a good put anyways. That's what I would have. Because they're not going to steal that, they're going to steal that.
Yeah,
Who's
but they probably
stealing what?
the other one.
Who's whispering to who about stealing things?
Marlena came over to have a look.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at the choices there.
Oh, super quiplash. Ow.
Next up. First was the bro hug. Now bros are doing blank. All right, vote for the one you like best.
One of those answers is not nearly as funny as the other.
Okay, what's next? Halloween would be even spookier if it were called blank. Now it gets real. Pick your favorite.
So they could just be stuck.
Well done, McNome.
And here we have the best way to set the mood is to turn down the lights and turn up the blank. Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip.
Gotta get that sucker charged. It's like old Sparky.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Sandy, knock him off his chair.
Bar.
Let's see the next one. A terrible idea for a children's pop-up book, The Adventures of Blank.
Really?
Yeah.
We're all on the same page again.
Oh, jeez. I would have answered Sniper Squirrel. Oh,
Sorry, Danny.
to Danny.
They just liked my phrasing better.
Yes, that's about it.
And next is a more respectable way of saying junk in the trunk is blank. Decisions.
I like that one. That's cute.
Even though that second word is misspelled. Yeah, still not bad.
Round one is
Spelling errors don't count off at Quiplash. It's the thought that counts. Oh wait, my mom used to say that about insults.
Yes. And the Patty with her pair of quicklashes.
Get yourselves ready, because round two takes no prisoners. Double the points, double the anxiety.
Quickly. Oh, wow. Dog jumpies. Come on. Come on, Sandy. You can do it.
You're almost out of time. Don't forget your safety quips.
Micro cookie. Where's that rock? It's a rock.
All right, no
Aha.
time like the present.
Yeah, I do, actually. Would you like it back?
Let's set it off with something that's better left to people under 30. Blow it away.
Does the squirrel even know how to twerk?
Have you seen it in its tail?
If you haven't felt an earthquake recently, then probably not.
Next we have, will somebody please tell me what makes drummers so sexy? And now pick your favorite.
Everybody's on that brainwave again tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to need to get a longer brainwave because the more people we get on it, the more problematic it's becoming that we all share one single brainwave in 2 cells.
Green smoke is spewing out the chimney of the Sistine Chapel. That means blank.
Pope Hammer! That means Pope Hammer!
Time to pick the one you like best.
Okay, I sense the safety quip. Oh, ow! Wow, McNo.
No safety quip. And
Oh,
it's a
wow.
clip flash.
And
Good
next,
job, McNome.
the name of the subreddit that only has one follower, r/blank. All right, people, it's voting time.
See, if I had gotten that one, it would have been like Curtina's nudes or something.
Yeah.
And Kurt would be the only follower.
Mm-hmm. But I know it's not me or Patty, though.
Let's see how they handle
Yeah.
it. Good news, there's cake in the break room. Bad news, it says blank. Okay, choose your favorite.
That's pretty funny.
I will put the cake is a lie. Yes, I'm referencing.
Croc, tell your child to go away.
Oh, wow, I got wiped out.
Next on the docket, what's the highest reported crime in Flavortown? Here's the fun part. Pick your favorite quip.
No was never a fan of the Camaro.
Sorry, McNome.
Round 2 is through. Let's see how things shook out.
I got screwed.
You know, eventually they're going to ban me from playing this game.
What?
I'm going to be like Opal.
Prepare yourself for
Opalina's telling you to fire me.
Whiplash. One last chance to strut your stuff. Each of you will be sent a prompt that requires 3 separate responses. Don't screw it up, okay? Well, might as well get this over with. Let's get to know each other. Describe yourself in 3 words. And now it's time to vote for your favorite.
That's Danny. Yeah. Danny, I remember your answer from earlier today.
Yes.
Bad news, they now take away your cool card if you like blank, blank, or blank.
I just super quick flash, Danny. Oh.
Time to pick the one you like best.
Loki, we're thinking alike again.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a surprise.
I voted with Loki.
The 3 best things the internet hath given to us.
Aww.
What's your favorite?
Somebody's pandering. to the squirrel. Ooh. Oh, ow.
Okay, guys. I got 4 out of 5 quiplashes that round. Yeah.
Glory or tragedy awaits. Let's see the final scores.
Patty wins, no questions. And I went to first loser.
Look, and the squirrel's in my rear. Well done, everybody.
Well, she only beat me by what? 15
Okay,
seconds.
let's play our other game.
Okay.
Because then Loki's gonna try to sleep.
I'm only awake because I took a nap.
Yeah, well, I wanted a nap, but I've been attempting to locate someone.
Read the room code. My pleasure. SXMA.
We'll wait for you to get it and come back. We're waiting for McNo. Bye, Nancy.
Bye, Nancy. Talk
Get
to you
the break.
Bye,
tomorrow.
Nancy.
We'll see you in the morning.
Hey, McNome, what are your thoughts on wax and shatter? No, Muffin, it's not. Jackbox.tv. They all are. Just go to jackbox.tv and type in the room code. Wax and shatter.
Glad she's not asking me. I have no idea what she's talking about. I'll ask later. Come on, get in here, Mayor McNome. Ooh, Muffin. Hey, Muffin. Oh. That makes 2 of us.
They are types of non-green concentrate. They get put into a pen with a vape pen with a coil.
Hey, what? Ooh, Colorado gets another resident. They need fewer progressives there. Or at least more conservative types.
Hey, Danny, you can go to the trial now.
Tutorials just for you. First question. Which of Newton's laws of motion addresses acceleration? Use your device to answer the question.
I don't know.
I forget. One of those answers is clearly wrong.
3 of those answers are wrong.
Huh?
3 of the answers are wrong.
I say clearly wrong. Come on, Muffin.
And the correct answer is
Alex,
Yeah.
question right.
please.
Everyone is wrong. Follow me. Housekeeping.
Did we all die?
105.
Well, we all got it wrong.
We're going to play.
We all
Oh
died.
God. We know how this goes.
Choices are poison. Pick a chalice to drink from. Fun fact: poison is deadly, so if you drink from a poisoned cup,
Muffin, we all are.
We're in the murder room. Just pick one. There's no way to determine what's what.
Except last time we did that, we all picked the same one.
drink something.
Come on,
Which
Muffin.
was
It's
pretty
going to tell
funny.
you anyway.
We all picked the same one to put poison in.
Smooth. Now let's see what everyone drank. But let's not forget that not drinking is also a punishable offense. Now let's see where that poison is.
Damn.
You died.
Damn
as
it,
you were
squirrel.
drinking poison.
This is what I get for sharing a drink with you.
Pretty sure they all did.
You're going to see a lot of this elevator, so just get used to it.
You should, Muffin. Are you sure you put the letters in the right order?
Hey, let's get our stories.
He's
straight
in the
before we
room.
ask questions
He had
about
to
this
click
elevator
on the you're clicking on the screen, dude.
in Latin.
Okay. Out.
My Latin is crap, by the way. Picking the one I picked will probably get you up.
You picked this.
Nah.
Oh, crap.
Well,
Let's keep moving. Which of the following is a species of sunflower?
okay.
Who picked this?
Oh, not me. That's okay. I'm immune.
One of you is still alive. It's time.
Gimmick gnome.
Welcome to room 227. I hope you're good with instructions. Follow as many rules as you can before time runs out. Everyone else is playing too. If any of them correctly follow more rules than you, I will kill you. Go! Rules, am I right? Almost out of rules time.
Oi! Hey! Knock it off.
Look, I don't make the rules. Wait, no, I do. I do make the rules.
Oof. Ow. Danny's going to stay alive for at least one more question.
I never thought I'd be back here running the old family murder hotel. I also thought I'd never own a pair of Crocs, but the blood just washes off so easily. Let's try another one. Where is Amsterdam not?
One of these things is not like the others.
This.
Uh-oh.
I want to show you something. Hopefully you can defend yourself from ESP. Type in an answer that fits this category. Everyone else will answer too. And if anyone matches you, you die. Get to writing.
I'm gonna go.
Come on, McDome.
Now, let's see if there are any matches.
Ha
Oh,
Ouch.
someone actively contributed to you being murdered.
ha! Sorry, not sorry, Danny.
Oh, crap. You all died too early. Bummer. Hey, wake up. You were having a horrible dream where you died before getting to the final round. That won't happen again. It's time for the next question. As a professional serial killer, the environment is a real concern of mine, as you might imagine. Bearing that in mind,
yeah, kind of.
is to naturally biodegrade. Who picked this?
Oh, right.
Only a ghost got it wrong. Lucky guesses. Let's keep moving. My favorite yoga pose is standing up straight with my arms at my side. What's that called? Who picked this? Time for consequences.
I've never done yoga.
It's the Pens game.
Oh, boy.
You're going to drop down this board and try to avoid the death zones. Someone needs to pick which slots are death zones. Hey, you! Pick the landing slots that kill. Okay. Let the games begin. Ever heard of chaos theory? Well, this is chaos fact.
Oh, you just
Well,
barely
I
made
hate
it.
this game. Moving on.
Yes, I see you, Miko.
We're here. The final round is close. Next question. Who's Ava Perón? Who picked this? I don't like seeing that. Let's try another one. Only cool people like me will know this one. Which famous singer starred in the Disney Channel show Wizards of Waverly Place?
Uh-oh.
Who picked this?
Not me.
Everyone again? You all need to be taught a lesson. Time to try to save yourself with a password. Enter a real 4-letter word with your device. Make it hard to guess. If your password gets cracked, you die. Now everyone else will try to crack the password. As a team, guess the password on your device. You get a clue if your guess has a letter in the right spot. If anyone figures out the password before time runs out, I will reward you all. This is a team effort, so share clues out loud with each other. You thought that would be too hard to guess?
Got her. Ha!
Whoa, you all died too easy, but I still need someone alive. So, see, having the most money is good for something. The time has come.
The walrus said to talk about other things.
You've made it so far, but can you escape?
No.
Here's your first category. Countries bordering the Indian Ocean. Tap each answer that fits the category and then press submit.
Indian Ocean, sure, guys.
Let's see the right answers. German composers. Time is almost up. Yikes, there's a ghost right behind you. Apple computers. The tables have turned. Knights of the Round Table. Time is almost up.
Oof.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Here comes the darkness. Caffeinated beverages. Time is almost up. Let's just call that a fluke. Here comes the next question. Black Mirror episodes.
What is Black Mirror?
It's a show. I think it was a Netflix show.
I have no idea.
Well, Black Mirror was originally a video game.
Another line
Oh,
swap.
Loki's back out front.
Moving on. Egyptian gods and goddesses. Ugh, I gotta get some harder questions. Root vegetables and tubers. Time is almost up.
It's a race to the finish.
If you want to break through that barrier, you'll need a perfect
That happened
answer to
earlier
this
today,
question.
too.
And that includes the third answer choice now, too.
Oh,
You have to get all the right answers to escape.
Good job, Loki.
Thanks.
wow.
Okay, well, I'm going to go back to attempting to locate somebody.
Apparently, I had a drinking problem. Opted out of chalices. Yeah. All right. All right, folks. That's it for that. Look, he's going to go find somebody, and the rest of us could probably wander off now.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, we'll have golf on tomorrow evening, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to
Play golf
try
with
to.
friends.
I'm gonna see if I can find Sod.
Okay. I don't know what happened.
I don't
Something's up.
know.